There we go. All right. What is going on, YouTube? What is happening? What is crack-a-lacking out there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Hopefully everybody has survived this winter apocalypse that we just got hit with here in the state. And just ridiculous. Dang on there, 4 to 7 inches of snow is out of the blue. Just coming out of the blue. So yeah, had to make sure everything was good with everybody. And so yeah, sorry we're running late. Me and my girl, we doing that bracket fill out challenge on ESPN.com. I certainly hope you all try that. It's free, so we can afford that. And so the Messiah, me and her filled out, like she did one side of a bracket, I did another side of the bracket. So, you know, I looked up and it was like a little after, it was 5 after. So then, yeah, I had to do some stuff outside for her, knock the snow and stuff off of her car. And because she's going to work here. So, but yeah. But what is going on out there, ladies and gentlemen? I got a few topics to run down. Then I'm going to get on out of here because big shout out to J-Dub City. He went to D.C. Hopefully he's doing all right. Another big shout out to Ryan the Professional. Hopefully he's doing his podcast tonight, the Gamers Talk podcast, and we can get down on that. Big shout out to Foxy Games UK. Had a good podcast yesterday on the Gamer Couch. The couch was full. Had Selena Kyle on there. Of course, yours truly was on there. Special guest, Xbot 448. He came on there. Just a good podcast. Fatal was on there. Go check that out. A lot of good guests, great panel. Fox always running those topics down. We ran a little long yesterday, over 2 hours, but hopefully you all, got some good stuff up out of that. And we're gonna run it here. Shout out to everybody that's watching. About 25 of you all. Hit that like button for a brother. Very, very close, possibly maybe Friday. I'll update you all on the PC build. Possibly on Friday, I'll be knocking out that i5. Possibly. Let me make that clear. If everything kind of works itself out on Thursday, got to see what's going down Thursday. Got some stuff going down there. But if that works itself out, I may plunge that i5 on. Oh yeah! Shout out to my boy Charlie. Just put up his Jessica Jones review. Go check that out on Netflix. I'm on episode 6 or 7 on that. So yeah, having a good time on that. But everybody go check out check that out. I'll put that on my PC podcast. I'll be able to show everything. But I may be ordering that i5. I mean, it's on clearance right now for $199.99. So just gotta wait and see what happens on the 15th, and hopefully that goes good. And maybe on the 16th, I pull that trigger. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. But that I've got the GPU, I've got hopefully get that CPU going. Got the wireless keyboard and mouse. Got something called a tower. So I'm running out of stuff to get. I got more than I thought. Yeah, got it ready to go on those. Got to get a motherboard, but that's fine. I'm trying to get it where I can get them both together, both that motherboard and the thing for $199.99. So just waiting to hear back on Thursday. Got to see what happens on Thursday about that motherboard. But a big shout out to everybody in the chat. Big shout out to my boy Sick Humor. Hopefully we're gonna still try to give away the Detroit Become Human game when it comes out. We're gonna have to line that up. A big shout out to him, and shout out to everybody in the chat that has joined us from the East Coast to the West Coast, to the Great White North. Don't tell me why they call it that. To the South, all around the world, what is happening? People in Germany, England, Italy. For all you all who don't know, Italy looks like a boot from outer space. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So all the people over there, and man, we got subs everywhere. Greenland or whatever that place is called. Ireland. Big shout out to the Irish getting ready for St. Patty's Day on Saturday. Wear green beer and green whatever. Green beer, green underwear, green bras, whatever. So, but I do have a gaming question for the chat. Oh yeah, big shout out to the people down in Australia, the Australians, aka the colonizers, and then the the natives of Australia that refer the native Aborigines, which refer to our friend Mr. DB as Jabba Jabba da Ha. That means the black man that don't know what he's talking about. So big shout out to them down there. Shout out to my boy Deontay Logan over there in South Korea. He over there defending. Somehow he's defending our freedom in South Korea, even though he's a gazillion miles away. But big shout out to him and his new bride, and certainly hope them a blissful eternity. Speaking of eternal bliss, the nectar of the gods. All right, so let's get into it here. As you can see, just a few topics. I'm gonna run them, and then I gotta jump back on Mass Effect because for some reason it's not letting me get back on my ship. I don't know why. I'm hitting the button. It just goes around in a circle. I got some kind of glitch here, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So could be something I'm doing wrong because that's just kind of the way it goes. But what's going on over there? So here we go. Let's see here. Yeah, as you can see here, we're gonna do some you got Sony, you got people claiming they're anti-consumer. PS4's got a big sale going on right now. Xbox X has officially gotten something called Freesync. It was available on computers, and the PS5 information got them shook. First things first, let me start with the Xbox news because that is Freesync. That is out, I believe, right now. So if you have an Xbox, go get a monitor. Okay, you can get a monitor with, like they said on the Xbox page, for you can get a good monitor. And link it up, and you be running. I guess it'll run it at whatever 60 hertz all the time, and so it's like 60 times a second the screen gets refreshed. What's up, Pablo the Third, aka the real P3? Big shout out to Pablo the Third. So I'll tell you what to do. All right, but yeah, go check that out. Like if you all have an X, I know a lot of you all went out and may have 4K TVs. You're thinking about upgrading your 4K TV. If you got that X, look at some monitors too. Look at some monitors. You can get some nice monitors. I mean, Samsung's got a curved monitor that's 1080p, and since it's downsampling, it'll look great on a monitor. Just FYI, that's the monitor I'm looking to get is a 1440p monitor. So, and that's kind of what I'm shopping for right now. So, but yeah, they've so let's go check that out. But FreeSync, apparently, I don't know what the difference is between FreeSync and G-Sync. But apparently, it's the whole kitchen sink, if you can feel what I'm saying. But go check that out. That apparently was something that only PCs had. Now Xbox has it. So that is good news for the Xbox. So I don't want to hear about me as Messiah saying that the Xbox, I bash Xbox. I'm giving you some good Xbox news. Yeah, Anthem's writer, that did break. Shout out to Yang Yi. He was talking about this a couple days ago. The BioWare writer that's writing Anthem, he told him to go pound sand, go kick rocks. I mean, just whatever metaphor you want to use. That game is lining up behind the garbage pail. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to buy Anthem. I'm not buying it. Let me make that clear. Not that and I'm not here to say it won't be a good game. I ain't getting it, okay, because of what they did to Mass Effect. But shout out to Xbox guy because he did make a good point. It's two different teams, but it's still EA. EA is still a parent company. EA is garbage. I will buy Madden. I'm a Madden guy. I've been playing Madden since 93 maybe, when I got my first Sega Genesis. So 93, 94. So I'll always buy Madden. I mean, that's just the way I'm a roll. But I will not buy Anthem. And they have to pay a price for what they did to Mass Effect. So I'm not buying Anthem. But yeah, the lead writer that was brought in by, I think, Casey Hudson, because Casey Hudson went back to BioWare because Matt Walters' ceremony got let go, in quotes, after what happened with Mass Effect, which wasn't really all his fault. It was more EA's fault. But BioWare, you cannot release a game where somebody's face is tired. You just can't do it. You can't do it, so. And so Anthem may be the best game this entire gen. but I'm not going to buy it. You know, now let me make this clear. Somebody hits up the PayPal and says, here, like my man Trey BK hit up the PayPal so I could get the DLC for, you know, for Elite Dangerous. That's fine. I will get it then. But, you know, but I will not get it with my cash. I mean, I ain't doing it. So, but BioWare, just so everybody knows that game, this is the second or third writer. I think maybe it's the second writer that quit. Said, go kick pound sand, go kick some rocks, you know. So I don't know what's going on over there, but I'll cover Anthem when it comes out. I'm not going to do any lead up. I ain't going to do, I mean, when it gets to release date, which I think Anthem's release date will happen at EA Play. I don't know when EA Play is, but I think that's when they're going to announce its release date. So it's supposed to have a single player campaign, but we'll just have to wait and see. And like I said, I will happily cover it, but I'm not going to buy it. Okay, because I mean, games like The Division, it's like, all right, they let you get so far. Like I think The Division, once you got to either level 9 or level 12, you pretty much had to start paying. Yeah, Casey Hudson is the man. Rick Hunter is right. You pretty much had to start playing with other people. And you got to understand what Microsoft set out to do. Remember, Microsoft was the leading platform coming into this gen. Yes, I know you're going to say PlayStation sold more consoles. They still weren't the leading platform. The games ran better on the Xbox 360. So what Microsoft was going to do, that's what these companies set up to do. All right, so Ubisoft had their game that was, you know, The Division, that they wanted you to co-op and play online and stuff like that. So a lot of these games got set up like this. So you solo the whole game and platinum it. Oh, Anthem? Well, cool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not buying it. So I'm not buying it. So, you know, but hey, look, the Messiah, the church will take a donation. If you all want to donate and get me Anthem, I'll play it. I'll stream it. I'll play with people, but I can't come out of my pocket because of what they did to Mass Effect, but I'm not going to knock it, okay? It's just not for me. But all right, that's the whole Anthem thing. And again, Freesync, Xbox, you all can't beat that if you're in the market for a 4K TV. And again, they're not going to go back on sale. 4K TVs are not going to go on sale till the end of summer. I mean, there'll be some sales. You know, Sam's Club may have a sale, Walmart or something like that may have a sale, but overall, they're not going to go on sale till fall. You know, when football season starts. So, you know, what's up to you, Mr. Predman? So, all right, so we'll move on. The PS4 is having a huge sale right now. I'm talking about, matter of fact, let me pull up. Let's see what they got going on here. Let's go to the store. And so let's go to what's hot. Oh, here we go, deals. Come on, come on, come on. All right. So Kingdom Hearts, something. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remix. That's on sale if you all are interested in that. The Call of Duty sale is huge right now, up to 50% off on Call of Duty stuff. That ends, I guess it ends today, tonight at midnight. Final Fantasy 15, $29.99. Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, $64. That's the season pass and Zombie Chronicles. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, how they remastered it. That's on sale for $23.99. You can also go to Redbox and get that game. I think that game comes out tomorrow on Redbox. Dissidia, which I don't know what that is. Life is Strange, the complete season. All right, the complete season, Life is Strange, $5. I need everybody who has never played Life is Strange to go get this right now. It is $5. Okay, $5. I'm guaranteeing you it's the best game. It's the best written game you've ever played. I can't believe what I played in that game. Loved it. But look, Life is Strange, the complete season, $5. You all need to jump on that right away. Fatal, go ahead and tell them to spend their hard-earned money. Another game, Lost Sphere, $34.99. Don't ask me what that is. Let's see here. Something called the Coma. It's only $11. It's probably trash, but who knows? I'm trying to find some other big ones here. I think that was pretty much it. Is that it? Yeah, that was pretty much it. There's some movies on sale. You know how Sony gonna do that. So Square Enix is having a publisher sale, 75% off. All this stuff ends today. So you all need to go get your money. So, okay, here's something else. All right, I found some other stuff here, guys. This is on the PlayStation 4. Tomb Raider, the definitive edition, $6. $6, everybody. Final Fantasy 7. Am I looking at that right? 5, 6, 7. The price is, I don't know. It says it's only $8. I mean, I don't. So go be it. Sleeping Dogs, the definitive edition, $4.50. $4.50. All right. Star Ocean, The Last Hope, that is 4K and the full HD remaster, $15. $15. I mean, I'm just letting you all know. One of my favorite Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2, $13. I mean, this is US price only. If you're overseas, you get the gas face. Nier Automata, a game that I'm going to start playing in a couple weeks, $30. If you haven't played this game. These are good. These are some good. I ain't lying, man. These are some good. Thief's on there, and it's only $3, but that game is garbage, trash. You know. So, but just letting you all know. Let's see what else is here that you all may like. Hitman Go. I don't know what that is, so don't ask me. There are a bunch of Star Ocean games. I may need to look into that. That's pretty much it. I'm telling you right now, you know, Life is Strange for $5. I can't get over that. I'm just so you all know. $5 for Life is Strange. And here I thought when I bought it on the Xbox, I got all the episodes for I think it was $13.99. But you can't beat $5 for that game. For that game. So just so you know, that is the PlayStation sale. And of course, you know, Detroit Become Human, the bonus edition, the deluxe edition, that's on sale now. PSVR, you got Bravo Team, that's out. Doom in VR, Skyrim. I've heard good stuff about Skyrim. You know, there's a bunch of stuff here. Air Force Special Ops, Nightfall. That's all free. You got some free games there too. So they got a lot of games on PSVR. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, you all know Bloodborne is free, and so is Ratchet and Clank. So, yeah, big shout out to Sony. They hooked that up. Of course, I never could find the theme thing. So, yeah. But yeah, here we go. Let me put that back right there. All right. So, but yeah. So here we go, and then we'll go ahead and get going here. The anti-consumer. Should I go ahead and do that? I'll do that live. That's a rant. All right, hit that like button, folks. Here we go. PS5 has got these clowns shook. It's got these clowns shook. Now let me give a big shout out to Jimmy B Gaming, part of Weapon Wheel Podcast. He did a ride along with Jimmy this morning. You all need to go check that out. I didn't leave the link down because I don't, you know, I had no idea how to do that with another YouTube channel. But I'm not for sure how to do it, I should say. But go check that out. He said a lot of stuff that, like I said, my inside source, you all know who that is, Lou Waffa over there in Germany. He went ahead and a lot of the stuff he was saying during the video, he is 100% correct on. There's something he got. I mean, none of the numbers are really that off. So let me tell you all, PS5 is ready to be mass produced right now. It is ready to go right now to be released next year. They can start mass production like April 18th if they wanted to. But let me do a number here. Divided by 2. All right. Yeah, that's the number I thought. All right. So, and he is right. What Sony is waiting on is they are waiting on the 4K market to reach an average of about 42%. That's a combined number from worldwide and US. Okay. Now, why are they waiting? They're waiting because they have a console that's a global killer console. They are targeting 60 frames per second on this console. Now, you all know me. I know some of you are going to jump for joy because they're targeting 60 frames per second. That's been confirmed by Luwafa. So, and as far as the graphics and things like that, like I told you all, that will be something in the range of a 1060 or 1070. I have no idea how they're going to achieve it. Don't ask me, I'm the wrong person to talk to, but a 1060, 1070 type of graphics card. So I don't know what kind of graphics a 1060 and 1070 puts out, but that's what the PS5 is going to be doing. As far as I know, there's only going to be one SKU. It will cost about $600. So it's going to cost you over half a stack. They will have a trade-in program for the PS4 and the Pro. Now, how much they're going to give you, I don't know. I do not know. We're talking about something a year down the road. I personally think they announced this Q4 of 19, and the console will be out before summer of 20. But 20 it is, okay? That's just what I think, okay? And again, that's where the smart money is at. 19, what you got to understand is this, is 19, the quarter of 19 ends in 20, ends like March 14th of 20, okay? So there's no, so they can release it in March of 20. Technically, that's still 19. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the fiscal year. But I think they'll release it at, I think they're going to announce it this year at PSX. If they're working on something, they'll confirm it. And then we'll be in 2019 Q anyway. So at that point, they'll mass produce it. And then by the end of 19, early 20, the console's here. No, I'm not drunk, actually. So, but it's got some people shook on what it's gonna be able to do. Well, they're targeting 60 frames per second. I don't know if it's gonna be 4K. I want 1440p. Okay, you all know that. As long as it's 1440p, so because then I can link up. And again, it will be backward. The hardware will be backwards compatible with PS4. I don't think they're going to backwards compatible with PS1, PS2. They might, but that right now, that's not. He can't. The source can't confirm that. But they are targeting 60 frames per second. So and again, I will confirm this. Let me confirm this. There are 4 studios with the dev kit. I know 3 of the 4. Okay, the 3 of the 4 are, one is Guerrilla Games. Okay, the other one is Sony Bend. I think that's what they're called. I think Sony Bend has it. The other one is Naughty Dog. So those studios have the dev kit. So, and I thought it would be so. And then there's another third-party studio that has the dev kit. Mark Cerny at PSX was there talking to the developers. Now, who was there? Guerrilla was there. Naughty Dog was there. Ben was there. I think Sony Santa Monica was there. But again, three of those three companies had the dev kit, and one third-party developer has it. So now I personally think that third-party developer is Ubisoft. That's who I think has their dev kit. So, but I personally, it's going to run $599, which is expensive. But if they allow a trade-in, which I assume they will, and they give you anywhere from $125 for your regular PS4 up to $175 and $200, you knocking off, you can get it for right around $399. That's what they're targeting. Hey, look, you trade these in, and they're just going to market them together. Shout out again to Jimmy B Gaming. He is right. Sony has a camera that's coming out of camera. They've got cameras that's shooting 4K like right now. Okay? They want to be the leading company in the world for 4K devices. Remember, Sony sits on that Blu-ray committee. It's them, Panasonic. I think LG is on there. There's like 3 other companies that are on there. And Sony, again, Jim B Gaming is right. Shout out to him again. Sony makes 4K TVs. Don't forget about that. They make arguably some of the best 4K TVs out there. So they want to be able to show you whatever, Detroit Become Human or Days Gone or something like that. A game coming out in a couple of years. Ghost of Tsushima. They want to be able to show you that on their A1E, whatever that TV's called, or E1A, whatever it is. The TV I can't afford. You know, I go in and drool. I can't afford it, right? So they want to show you that and show you that game on that on their with that new console. So Kojima may have it. He may have it too. That could be, but again, he can only confirm those 3 studios. So, so it's till you play Sea of Thieves. Yeah, if you all don't know this, in order for Microsoft to celebrate the Sea of Thieves launch, they're going to shoot somebody out of a cannon at the Tampa Bay football stadium. They're going to shoot a human being out of a cannon. So that's all I can tell you. So they're going balls to the wall, both feet in on Sea of Thieves. But the PS5 got people shook. Now there's people saying there won't be a huge difference from what the X does to the PS5. The only thing I'll tell you is that the PS5 is trying to target 60 frames per second. So a lot of these games are going to run 60 frames per second. That's their target. Now, will it be the third-party games that do that? I don't know. But their first-party studios, they're going to target 60 frames per second. There's a reason why Sony's new CEO, president, said what? What did he just say a week ago? He doubled down on what? First-party games. Why? Because the PS5 is coming and they're going to target 60 frames per second. Okay? So, again, I don't see another game out that I've seen on console that looks as good as Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, that's subjective. That is subjective. But as far as games that I've seen running, the 3 best-looking games I've seen, I would say there's 4. I've seen 4 great-looking games this gen. One is Gears of War 4 on the Xbox. You can't take away what that game looks like on the Xbox X. My God, it blew your pants off. The other one is Horizon Zero Dawn. The other one is Mass Effect Andromeda. As far as what it looks like, the story, garbage. But the game looks fantastic. And it doesn't matter what gambit you're running it in, low or high, mid. It just looks good with that HDR. And the third game is Gran Turismo Sport. Those are the best looking games I've seen this gen. Now, when you go back to the earlier part of the gen, the best looking game by far that I saw was Witcher 3 and Rise, Son of Rome. Those 2 games, as far as the looks, were the best looking games. So, actually, Death Stranding was running on a PlayStation Pro. So, Mass Effect, not on my TV. Mass Effect Andromeda looks really good. But the story's trash. I'm not taking nothing away from this. The story's garbage. But the game itself looks good. You all see me streaming it. The game looks good. So, but again, me personally with the PS5, again, I want it to be 1440p, but I don't know about those numbers, 1080p, 1440p. I just know they're targeting 60 frames per second on all their first-party games from this point forward. Okay, for PS5, 60 frames per second. And again, they doubled down. Look at what Sony's done. They've doubled down on first-party IP. Publicly, they said they're going to come out with more stuff. But they are targeting 60 frames per second. Now, how does all this come together? One, you've got outliers, meaning an outlier, you're going to hear that a lot. An outlier is something that's reporting something outside of the mainstream. When 1 or 2 outliers start reporting stuff, you can kind of say, all right, what are they talking about? But I wouldn't take it seriously. You now got too many people, credible people, reporting all this stuff that I just told you. You can go in and look. And like I said, big shout out to Jimmy B Gaming. But again, Sony is literally waiting on a 42% adoption rate. They want that to be the mean. So that's about 35% worldwide, and they want 50% in the United States. But that could change. They may change. Shout out to Jimmy B Gaming. He's right. They could change that to 60. They could change it. They can come down to 40. But that console, they've got their dev kit for it. It's just a matter of them mass producing the console. So, but again, it's going to run 600. Going to cost you more than half a stack, but you will be able to trade in whatever. You know, I mean, there'll be probably people trading in sperm to get this thing. I do not know. So, yeah, and look, Gears of War on, and look, all the back compatible. Look, I told you guys this. I know the Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I know those screens by heart. I know what goes where. I know what color palette that they went for because I played it so much. The downsampling, or whatever you want to call it, temporal aliasing, upsamp, whatever it's called, that they're using for these 360 games looks stunning. Okay, everything looks stunning. Everything is smoother. Everybody looks really good. Like I say, there's a planet you can go to and land, or it's a moon. It's got two suns on there. One's bluish white, and the other one is orange and red. And it looks stunning on Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1, what's happening, J-Wags? So just go check. I'm just simply telling you. So the PS5 got people shook because what will be the difference? Okay. What is dynamic 4K 30 on the Xbox, which is fine. Let me make this clear. Fine, okay, will be 4K native 60, possibly on the PlayStation 5. Possibly. Let me make that stop right there. There's a reason why the crossplay stuff, which I will now start kind of crossing into. The crossplay stuff with Sony, they really want to do that with PC. It's because the PS5 is going to target 60 frames per second, and they'll be able to play with PC people versus the Xbox, which is stuck with something called a PUBG, and that's stuck at 30 FPS right now. But that is it. So let me move in. But that system's got them shook. You can hear I can smell sweat coming off of them. Oh, and I got one of these moist ass coons literally trying to say that when he was in a podcast with me, that he didn't say that Microsoft was going to have another press conference in 2017. I mean, how moist can you be? Okay, just moist. I mean, like I said, not dry, moist. I mean, it just got some moist ass coons in that community. Just golly. But anyway. So we'll move on to the Sony is anti-consumer because shout out to Porter Rock 77 because he had one hell of a thread today. So big shout out to my boy Porter Rock 77. So Porter Rock says some stuff like these Xbox clowns that are wanting crossplay with Sony, they don't even talk about the crossplay they got with like PC people and the crossplay they got with the Nintendo fans. They're not talking about this shit. They're whining about stuff, again, they don't have access to. This whole thing, that's what it's all about with these moist-ass coons online. Literally saying, things like, well, how come Sony doesn't allow crossplay? Because they don't have to. Okay, Phil Spencer, the fake P3, because the real P3 is here, is Pablo the third. You got the fake P3 bitching and moaning about we don't have crossplay with Sony. So, I mean, this whack. Now, let's talk about why Sony doesn't have to do it. You all saw the movie Black Panther. We all saw it. If you didn't, tough. But there's a scene with M'Baku when the CIA agent tries to talk, and he just says, "Who? You cannot talk." Okay, Phil. All right, that's what Microsoft is right now. Microsoft is the CIA agent. You're in last place. You can't dictate to the people winning what they're going to do. Just imagine I'm a football coach, okay? And you're my opponent, and I am running the ball down your throat. And then you call timeout, and you come over to my side of the field, and you put your arm around me, and you say, brother, broham, will you stop running this ball down our throats? Because we can't stop you. And I'm gonna say, no, I ain't fucking around with you. You need to go to the other side of the field and find out a way to stop me from doing this. So instead of the Xbox community bitching and moaning about crossplay with Sony, why don't you bitch and moan to P3, the fake P3, about where are my goddamn games? Don't worry about, because this is simple. They give you, they want crossplay because they don't want to have to build shit. You know, they're walking around, well, we don't have this and we don't have this. Man, shut the hell up. You know, you all don't see shit because you ain't doing shit. So instead of them just saying, look, hey, look, instead of having crossplay with our competitor, just kicking us in the balls every day. I mean, Sony has kicked them in the balls to the point where they piss blood all the time. Okay, so why doesn't Microsoft? I mean, shout out to J-Dub City again. Shout out to J-Dub. Okay, so and shout out to Randall Thor. He just did a video. Yeah, Xbox One and PS4 crossplay is never going to happen. So they gotta quit asking for it. So, you know, so this, you know. I don't understand. That kind of threw me off my track. But I just do not understand why the fake P3 wants crossplay when last generation, when Sony wanted crossplay, they said no. The Xbox team said no, we don't want it. So it's time for people to just move on. So yeah, so because they don't have crossplay, Sony is now anti-consumer. You see how that works? We don't have access, therefore you're anti-consumer. You know, so here's what I would love Sony to do. Here's what I want every one of you, quote unquote, ponies to do online. Here's what I want to see on Twitter. I want all of us to tweet Phil Spencer, the fake P3, and say, Sony should do crossplay with Halo and Gears of War. Let's give us crossplay on Halo and Gears of War. How about that? All right. So I want Sony to be proactive with crossplay, but they're going to do it at the expense of Microsoft totally caving in. Again, if I'm running the ball down your goddamn throat, you're either going to stop me or you're just going to let me do it. So I want everybody online on Twitter to tweet Phil Spencer, not to be mean to him, say, hey, Phil, I think Sony should do crossplay. How about you all throw Gears of War and Halo into that mix? How about we do that? And then we see what Microsoft says, okay? Because Microsoft doesn't get to dictate. Remember, you cannot talk, okay? You don't get to dictate. You're in third place. Third effing place. That's like the DCEU and Warner Brothers going up to the Marvel MCU and saying, well, you know what? You all are kicking us in our balls when it comes to these movies. So can we go ahead and put Spider-Man and Batman in a movie together? And then we'll also throw in Wonder Woman and you all can throw in. They're going to be like, no, not no, but hell to the no. Okay, so that's what I want everybody to do from now on. You bring up when these idiots, okay, when these sad sacks of sap, when these moist ass coons start talking about crossplay, you simply leave a comment. I think Sony should do crossplay with Microsoft, and we can do it with Halo and Gears of War. So let's see what these moist ass coons say now. Because it's time for you all to go on the offensive, okay? Because I support, And everybody knows that moist pork, you got to have the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. You got to have Sweet Baby Ray's. I ain't going for no bullseye bullshit. Don't bring bullseye when I can have Sweet Baby Ray. So with these moist ass coons, we're going to go ahead that say that Sony's anti-consumer. We're now going to say, well, you know what? Sony needs to do crossplay, and they can start, Microsoft can start by doing Gears on the Sony platform and Halo on the Sony platform. If not, then shut up. Okay? If not, then shut up. I'm not mad. I'm just the Messiah preaching the facts. So, you know, but these moist, they're not going to do it. You will never hear them say, well, it should be done through them. No. They'll say, oh, well, it needs to be a third-party developer. Nope, doesn't have to be a third-party developer. All right, it can be your first-party games. If you really want crossplay, then you open up your servers so that the people on the PlayStation can go ahead and download Halo and then download Gears. What's up, D981? But they won't do it, you know. So since they won't do that, let's just see what they say. But until then, that's all you got to say, okay, folks? And again, these moist ass coons that can't remember come here from Sikkim, they'll slow down. They will slow down. So my girlfriend's not here. So yeah. Yeah. And Sweet Baby Ray's can have whatever it wants in it. It's the shit. And when there's pork, what exclusive Xbox division? Well, again, if they want what's it called? Crossplay. I support crossplay with Halo and on Gears. Okay, I support that, and let's all play that. I mean, Microsoft is going to be the first to capitulate with their games because ultimately. Yeah, Pablo, you should do a podcast, man. You got some good ideas, brother. And if he does start one, everybody go sub to P3, the real P3, Pablo the Third. So everybody go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and see who is really anti-consumer, okay? Because you can play Halo online. You can play Gears of War online. I mean, that's what I keep hearing. So let's go ahead and see that. Let's just go ahead and see this, okay? If not, these moist people need to stop worrying about crossplay. I mean, if Randall Thor just did a video upload saying it's never going to happen, and again, it's not going to happen because Sony doesn't need it. They've sold whatever 80 million consoles without it. People say, well, Sony needs to do backwards compatibility. They've sold 80 million consoles without it. Okay, so just because Microsoft has to have something for these moist, I mean, again, these guys and gals are moist. Okay, so for these moist people to go ahead and have so that they're happy, Sony doesn't have to do that. Now, do I believe the PS5 will be backwards compatible into the PS4 library? Yes. Why do I think that? Because PS4 is one of the most successful consoles, and maybe they throw some PS2 games in there. I doubt it, but let's have to wait and see. Okay, but that's it. It's time for these moist ass coons to stop worrying about crossplay unless Microsoft was willing to do it with their first party IP, which is already garbage. But hey, wouldn't you like to go ahead and play Gears of War and slaughter them at it because they don't play their games? So they do not play their games. Hit that like button, people. What are y'all waiting on? That's free. So hit it for me. So now, the Messiah will take questions. Anybody got a question about the PS5? So big shout out to Mark Albert who just subscribed. Thanks, brother. I get you don't care what Microsoft does. I mean, Microsoft, people they got to stay competitive. They're not competing right now. But any questions about anything, the PS4 sale, the Xbox X with FreeSync, shout out to Microsoft for getting that. How PS5's got these cats shook. Yeah, I see. I like that song. Was it It's Time? Is that what it was called? I like that song. He had 2 videos. That first one, I wasn't feeling that, but that It's Time, I like that one. So what up, JD33? Yeah, Far Cry comes out next Friday. So yeah. But so does MLB The Show, and I'm getting MLB The Show. I'm gonna take I want to try to take J-Dub City Yard, God willing, if I'm still alive. So no, he didn't say that. They were reporting rumors, Rick Hunter, and I believe there's only going to be one SKU. There's only going to be one SKU because once they hit 60 FPS, there's nowhere left to go. And the PSVR, they're looking to hit 100 to 120 FPS on that. What's going on to the PS5? The PS5 will be hitting late 19, early 20. I heard Burnout was fun. I think that was an arcade game, right? The specs of the PS5, it's going to be the CPU will be close to an i5 and the GPU 1060, 1070. I don't know what that means. 12 to 14 gigs of RAM, 10 to 12 T-flops. It's going to be a console to kill all the other consoles. $599, yeah, or a little bit more. It may be a little bit more. But let's try to understand where the Xbox is doing 30 FPS, PS5 will be able to do 60. Now, the third-party devs, we don't know if they're going to go for that. But Sony doubled down on first-party IP, folks. That's why they did it. That's the way you got to think of it. You got to, think strategically. Their first-party IP is going to be the bee's knees. So it is what it is. So Ryan, it should be backwards compatible with the PS4. So it can. There's nothing wrong with the Xbox X. Nothing at all. So, but where the X is doing games dynamically, the PlayStation 5 will be able to hit it natively, okay? Again, there's not a huge difference in a dynamic resolution and a native one, except the dynamic resolution slide to help with the FPS. So that's it. But the 5 will lock. It will lock at whatever resolution it's going to be at. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But there's nothing wrong with Microsoft. It ain't gonna be no $499. It's gonna be more expensive than that. So $600, yes. But if you trade in your PlayStation or your Pro and you get, I don't know, between $125 to $200 for your Pro or OG PS4, you're looking at that price right there. You're still looking at $425. So, which is $399. They know $399. So if they come out, they say $600. But they announce a trade-in program. That's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm fine with the Pro. My Pro is fine. I'm not. I will get a PS5 because I have a gaming channel, but it won't be a priority, especially if I have a PC to play a lot of the same games. March 2020. Yeah, I think that's when it hits the shelves around that time. 2 years from now, but it's coming. So, yeah, $600 is not that bad if you trade stuff in. Look, the people that bought the X, a lot of people traded in their S's. I know a guy that traded in both his Xbox One S and his Xbox One, and then he traded in his OG Xbox One and a PlayStation 4, and he got like $219, which was trash. He got $292. So he got the Xbox One X for like $221. But he lives in Florida. They ain't got no tax. So no one has PS5 dev kits yet. No, there's 3 companies and one AAA developer with one AAA, one third-party developer with the dev kit. So I said that earlier. Gorilla has one. Naughty Dog has one. Bend has one, I believe. Either Ben or Santa Monica. I think he told me Ben. And then a third-party developer, which I believe is Ubisoft. I think there's a reason why. Yeah, the bee's knees is a 50 saying, yeah, I'm an old man. 12 to 14 T-flops. I think 10 to 12, because at 10 to 12, you can do native everything. 1080p, 4K, 1440, and there's no reason to go higher than that. That's why I think 10 to 12. Keep praying. I remember nobody's praying here, so everybody's good. So probably there's a good chance that's true, Rick Hunter. I would say they're probably not. So bandwidth, I do not know. Neither did Lou Waffle. So hey, that's fun. Yeah, everybody hit that like button for me, man. Come on now. Get me up, get me trending. I want to be trending, guys. Give me y'all some, in the words of One Stop, shout out to One Stop, giving you some good shit. Yeah, 10 to 12 T-flops. Yeah, is what I'm thinking it's going to be. That way, all right, if there is an Xbox 2, which I don't think there will be, where else is it for there to go? All they'll be able to do is match it. They'll be able to match it. So Blue Point's next game, I believe, is going to be SOCOM. No, not Blue Waffle. Lou Waffle. He's German. That's his code name. State of Decay 2 looks better. Okay, well, all right. Halo Storm. I mean, again, I don't. No, it won't have a 4K. Yeah, it will not. It might have a 4K Blu-ray in there too. That they'll justify the expense because it has a 4K Blu-ray. So dynamic looks the same as 4K. It does when it's standing still. They're right. See, if they qualify their statements, a dynamic picture does look the same. The problem is, as soon as something walks past the screen, it drops. The resolution drops. Again, it's not that big a deal. If you want 4K native or locked stuff, get a damn PC. So go kick Blue Waffle. Name's not Blue Waffle. It's Blue Waffle. His code name. $600 PS5. No, that's what you're looking at. Looking at half a stack at least. So, but I mean, shit, if you throw in a new PSVR, you're looking at another $299. So you just got to get ready to pay. I mean, like I said, I'm not buying it, you know. So I'm fine with what I got. So, but just so you guys know, 600 PS5 ain't happening. Why? Why is it not happening? Somebody explain to me why. So. PS6, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, Sony is going to start pushing 4K Blu-rays because once the deal goes through with Disney and Fox, all those movies are going to convert to 4K UHD. I'm talking about all the Star Wars movies. Look, you just had now what? I mean, you just had the two big superhero movies come out because Guardians was in 4K and so was Thor Ragnarok. So they're still waiting on Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, Captain America, you know, all three of those movies, stuff like that. So those have not converted to 4K. PlayStation 4 will not be, you know, it's going to be, yeah. I don't. Why is that so hard for you to believe? All right, it's not that big a deal. All right, if you're going to say $399, that's fine. I just don't see that kind of hardware coming in at $399. But okay, that's not what they're going to be asking for. So 2 SKUs. No, I mean it's one SKU. 4K. I mean it's one SKU. It's not that big a deal. So. There's never a war, just Xbox trying to boot. Well, I mean, look, Xbox did compete from launch of 13 all the way through the end of 14. But in 15, once Sony started those first-party IPs coming, that was over at that point. So I do remember what happened to the PS3, but you got to remember that the PS3 launched with no IP. I mean, it had nothing on it. Whereas they could say, oh, you can play all your PS4 games on this console, and you could trade in your Pro and your other PS4 and get anywhere from $120 to, you know, $175. I mean, all right, look, let's do the math here. We'll just do it in my state. $600 would be, after tax, it would be $618.25. That's how much that would cost, all right? Now let's go ahead and let's say I trade in my Pro for $175. That's $443.25, guys. All right, so I'm still paying roughly $399 plus 20 bucks, okay? So that's what I'm trying to get you all to understand. So the PS3 had a lot, yes, but they didn't have a lot to play on that first gen line. I agree with you. So yeah, you got backwards compatibility plus all these exclusives coming. You're gonna pay. I mean, you're gonna trade your stuff in. I mean, you're in here complaining, but you will do it. Okay. If it has no 4K Blu-ray, then yes, it could be right at 500. But there, I think they stick one in there because the adoption rate of 4K is actually picking up. I mean, just shout out to Jimmy B Gaming. He was right about that. It has picked up. Yes, nobody here, Mr. Reese, has said anything bad about the X. My first bit of news was the Freesync about the X. So I don't know the difference between Freesync and G-Sync, but nevertheless, the X does both. So shout out to, again, that's why I told people beginning of the video, get a monitor before you get a 4K TV on that X, okay? Well, it is going to come with a 4K Blu-ray. So, and that's just, and again, it's going to, because Sony is still partnering with Disney when it comes to Spider-Man and other stuff. Also, Sony's movies, Jumanji, Peter Rabbit, which I thought was trash. I mean, oh my God, you know. And then they had another movie come out that they want that in 4K. That's going to convert to 4K. And they're like, hey, look, you all need to get on board. So, and no, I'm not reasoning 600 for me. I mean, you know me, I'm PO, can't afford the OR. So I'm just saying that you all need to mentally prepare yourself for a $599 price tag, but you will be able to trade in your other stuff. So I don't understand why there's so much consternation. So, yeah, well, okay, we have to wait and see, Spartan guy. I stand by 600. So, but I think you'll be able to trade shit in. So, yeah, I think it's going to be one SKU P3, and yeah, I agree with that. So, your PS5 stands up and is small like PS2. Yeah, that I don't know how they're going to fit all that in. All they'll know is that as far as casuals, they'll say PS5. Like they said, it's going to be for the hardcore gamer. The same way they marketed the X. They were like, look, the X is for the hardcore gamer, okay? The Xbox One S still does 4K Blu-ray. It still does 4K streaming. It's going to, I mean, it's like your Pro. Your Pro does 4K streaming. Your Pro has some HDR features in there on some of the games. Your Pro upscales 4K Blu-ray videos, but the PS5 is going to do all that stuff. So you don't collect 4K Blu-ray, that's fine. You know, Sony and VR. Shout out to the 65 people watching. My God, we're on fire, people. Man, hit that like button. So PS5 is 600, and next will be 400, 360 Gen. All right. Well, I mean, again, somebody explain to me, if you walk in and it's $600, but you trade in your Pro for 175, you're paying. I mean, again, guys, I mean, I don't understand why there's so much consternation at $599. I mean, I know I've said it. That's a trigger point. That's why I won't be buying it. But you're paying $424. I'm gonna type that in the thing. Okay, look, 599 minus 175 equals 400. I'm just gonna round it up to 425. Okay, that's what you'll be paying. Okay, so what's the difference in it at 399? I mean, again, look, I understand at 500, people say, what the hell? You know, but look at what you've got. You've got Sony doubling down on first-party IP. They made a statement. So what else do you want? You're going to have the best-looking exclusives known to mankind, okay? Plus backwards compatibility. Plus, you know, so you'll be able to play everything. You know, and I'm telling you, you'll be playing Halo and Gears because you all are going to put pressure on that fake P3 to crossplay Gears and Halo on the PlayStation. Because that's what we're going to start doing. Yeah, the throat baby game. Yeah. It's all speculation. Hey, now, Lou Wappa has given me the golden ticket. So I'm telling you all the real. Only people could trade in consoles during the PS3 and at launch. I don't know if they could or not. You got to understand the PS3 launched with no hardware. I mean, no software for the PS3. It wasn't until the software came out, then they started selling more consoles. But I don't understand why there's so much consternation. It's not like you got to go get it. So it's not like you got to go get it. But yeah, Days Gone, Tales, whatever it is, and Ghost of Tsushima, the Throat Baby game, a Gran Turismo game, and then I think they're going to launch one more game on it, the Sucker Punch game, whatever that's going to be. Cyberpunk. That will be on the PS5 as well as the regular PS4. So, it will only have one SKU. I'm telling you, they're not going to have. They're going to launch it with at least 4 games. They're going to launch with 4 games, okay, on the PS5. All right, and then they're going to launch about 4 months later 2 more games. All right, so that will take care of everything, and then they'll still have there's other games. So GT7 might have bikes in it. That would be cool. Haven't seen that. That would be cool. So you said no software was released at launch. Well, I mean, for the PS3, when they launched the PS3, what was the big game that you had to have on the PS3? What was the game that pushed you to say, I gotta get the PS3? They didn't have that. Okay, and remember, Microsoft got there first. We were already playing Call of Duty, whatever it was, the Call of Duty game, the NBA Live game. All that was already out on the Xbox. So yeah. A Moto Storm? I don't know about that. Demon Soul remake? You mean by Blue Hole? I think it's going to be a SOCOM game. I think it's either going to be. I think it's going to either be SOCOM or Siphon Filter. So no, remember they're not going to do an augment reality. They're going to do. They're doing VR. Yeah, Blue Point. Yeah, I personally think it's either going to be SOCOM or Siphon Filter. So, and I think they announced Siphon Filter at E3. There's nothing wrong with being an Xbox fanboy. I'm an Xbox fanboy. I'm their messiah. You know, I'm their messiah. Another Resistance game. I think that'll be all right. That'll be all right. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's not that hard. It's not a huge deal. So, you all are really consternating on the on that price, aren't you? I mean, you all are really. Why are you all so triggered about paying $600? What's your problem at $600? Especially if you trade something in. So, I don't think the PS3 stuff is. So, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Not a big deal. Fickle. I was in a band called Fickle years ago. My God. You don't see any problems. Well, understand that I don't like paying more than at $500. I shut down. So I don't like 600 either. But if I can walk into the store and they say $621 or $618.34, and then I turn around and say, well, here's my PlayStation Pro. What do I get for it on in-store credit? And then they say, we'll give you $175. Then all of a sudden I'm paying $424. So I'm paying $400, $399. So Uh, you can trade it in and get 200. Yeah, that's roughly what it's going to be. It's not that big a deal, guys. It's 2 years out. Start saving your money. All right, here's what we're going to do. It's 2 years away. That's 24 months. All right, so let's divide 600 divided by 24. That's $25 a month, guys. You can't save $25 a month. I'm serious. You can't save $25 a month. Even I can do that, and I am PO, can't afford the OR. Just go ahead and put it in some kind of savings account, you know. $1, there you go. Uncompetitive made a good point. $1 a day at the end of every week. Go to, get a basic account, put $25 in it, and then every week put $5 in there for the next 24 months. And then when it comes out, bam, you got it. So I don't see what the big deal is, but I get what people are saying. Like, I'm not dismissing, because $600, OBJ is right. That's bullshit. So, giving us L's. No, I'm not. So look, it's $1 a day, guys. Starting next week, the 19th, everybody save $5 a week. I will check with you all at the end of every week to see who put $5 in their account. So you got a wife to feed and take care of. Wife ain't gonna let me say. Yeah, well, I understand that. If she ain't happy, ain't nobody gonna be happy. So you can trade consoles. I don't understand why it's 2 years away, guys. You all are getting the heads up. It's 2 years out. It's $25 a month, or like he said, $1 a day. Now you all spend more than that, for everything. Just, you know what you got to do? Cancel Netflix for a month. Okay, cancel Netflix and then do something else. So you're switching to PC. Well, I already be there. So you're buying beer with $5. Again, it's just $5. You can go 1 week without a brew. So yeah, you can buy an X for $400. You're right about that. And that'll go down more. That's going to drop more at E3. So why not 700? 700 is too big of an ask for a console. Okay, at 700, you can buy a PC, a good PC. So, But yeah, fake kid deals. Yeah. Well, guys, look, I've been here, a little over an hour. Yeah, I've been here an hour. So Netflix is useful. Xbox is doomed. Well, I'm as soon as when does Luke Cage start? Is that June? Because I'll be canceling my Netflix until June because after I get done watching this thing. So, but guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. Are there any more questions? If not, I'm gonna bounce like a check. So, but all right, man. I guess I'm gonna get on up out of here. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, we had like 60 people watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Big shout out to everybody that poked their head in and watch. Hit that like button. That's free. If you want to donate to the cause, hit me up on the PayPal. I would appreciate that. Like I said, that PC bill, hopefully on Friday, I got some news. I'll announce that on the other channel. I got a secondary channel. I will announce that on the secondary channel. Okay, guys? But you all stay blessed and you all take it easy. Remember, this is Craig Harris, the Messiah of Xbox. And big shout out to everybody that came by and watched today. And check it out later on. Hopefully I'll be on with Ryan the Professional. Take it easy, guys. Peace.